Hey guys, welcome to the Fur Coat No Knickers podcast. My name is Sophie La Touche and today we have on an amazing guest. Her name is Shauna Lindsay. I'm sure you all know who she is, and I suppose Shauna doesn't really do interviews, so I was privileged to have her on the podcast where we talked all sorts of bits and pieces that you'll all want to know. It's juicy. And the sponsors of the podcast are 101. Bit of product placement there, so give them a follow on Instagram, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Hey Shauna.
Hello.
Welcome to my podcast.
Thanks for having me.
No, really, thanks for coming on, because I'm sweating. So
Same.
yeah, look, I suppose I really wanted to interview you because I feel like you don't do many interviews.
Yeah.
And I know you from living in Limerick and stuff like
Being
that.
around
and
the town.
Being around the town. But you're hilarious. And you've got such a good personality. And I'm why aren't you more out there with your personality?
Thank you. Trying. Here's the step. First step, eh?
No, but seriously though, I'm just wondering, why you don't show more of your personality.
I think, recently I actually have been talking on Instagram more.
Yeah.
Because even if you get compliments, my favorite compliment is to get your sound.
Yeah.
Or the number one thing I actually get is if you're out in the bathroom and the girls come up to you and they're talking to you and they're like, I actually thought you were going to be a bitch. And I'm like, so I'm not a bitch.
Yeah, I converted you.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
That's epic. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm talking more. People are reacting to it more. And we're going to keep it going.
I think you should.
Definitely a freak. You need to show the freak. You let the freak flag fly.
Yeah, and I think honestly, one of your biggest attributes, from an outside perspective, obviously I look at your Instagram photos and I'm like, oh my god, I wish I looked like her.
Shut up, dude.
But you're just a lovely person.
Thank
you. So I think you should really just
thank you.
broaden your horizon. And I suppose I'm going to actually ask you really quickly.
Okay.
Because everyone wants to know. Did
What?
Love Island approach you?
I mean, yeah, eight
Okay.
ages ago.
Okay.
But like I said, I wouldn't ever just turn it down. Do you know what I mean? But I have turned it down. But
yeah.
I mean, it's just not right now something I would do. I would hope that I could find an individual in the real world, and that's I think it's obviously a great opportunity and everything. I'd never slayed it or anything. I know people slate it, but
no, but I think it's great.
Yeah, and I think you'd have fun. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're in the freaking sun with hot people. Hello, he wouldn't want to do that, but right now, no.
So if they approach you next year and they're like, yo, Shauna.
Depending on the sitch, hopefully I'll have a dude by then, Sophie. Where's the hope for me?
Okay. So are you actually we need to talk about this.
Okay.
All right, because
do we?
No, we do, right? Because you've all these guy friends, and they're all fabulous.
They are.
You'd be like, geez, he's a ride,
Yeah.
So what's the story there? Is it just that you get on with guys more than girls?
I was a male in a past life, honestly.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, I was just a tomboy, hung out with my dad all the time. It was actually funny, my brother used to be in bed with my mom watching Coronation Street, and then I'd be out fishing with my dad. I've just always been very manly.
Okay.
Played basketball, sports the whole way up through school, and then I don't know, I hit 16 and I decided I kind of liked pink a little bit.
Okay.
Fucking hated it up until that point. Stole my brother's clothes, everything. Today I am dressed like a bit of a man, bar the non-existent jean. But yeah, I think I just get along better with dudes. I think they're more chill, and any of my girlfriends are very just chill as well.
And so I suppose with regards to that, do you want to find love?
Yeah.
Do you go on dates?
I go on dates, yeah.
Okay,
sure.
Are you a frequent
Rarely.
dater?
Not really, but I never really go on a second date.
Okay,
do you know?
why?
I don't know. I just can't really find someone I click with.
Yeah.
Do you know that kind of way?
And do you find when you go on dates, do people kind of ask more about, are they more about your image and your online presence and stuff like that? Do you find that's something that's an obstacle for you?
Not really, to be honest. I think though, when I do go on dates, people think I'll be a certain way.
Yeah.
And then I'm obviously polar opposite, mad bitch.
Yeah.
Which is nice, I suppose. But no, definitely just have the crack. But I just don't really click with like a lot of people.
Yeah.
I find it very hard to like fancy people as well. Like I don't just look at someone and be like, oh, I fancy you.
Yeah. It's
I
the
really,
charisma and everything
way
else that
more
goes
a
with it.
personality freak.
Okay. Well, that's good though.
Yeah.
That's really good. So you're just like biding your time waiting for the right person to come along.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And explain what he would be like.
Good crack.
Okay.
Mental.
Yeah.
Like slightly mental. Love
Okay.
someone a bit crazy.
Yeah.
But funny and ambitious.
Ambitious, yeah. I think that's so important, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because like at least then like you have somebody to bounce ideas off, and then
and someone
if
to
you see
inspire
them
you as well. Do you know that
exactly?
kind of way?
Yeah. And then okay, I'll leave it at this. For
Okay.
dating, but I have one more question. So, would you get most of your dates from like your Instagram or Tinder or real life?
Yeah, I'm not on Tinder. I don't think anyone asks people on dates in real life anymore,
Yeah.
which is a shame. A damn shame.
It is a shame.
I want to be approached in the piano bar and
In
fucking
101.
wooed, okay? But no, it's definitely goes down in the DM
Okay,
for sure.
you just get a few slides.
Which, yeah,
Okay.
it's sad, man. It's
know.
really sad.
No, it's not though. But it like I find the same thing that like people don't approach people anymore, and then you kind of internalize that sometimes. Well, I do anyway. I'm like, okay, Jesus, no one thinks I'm cute. Like, but then you might get a little DM, and you're like, okay,
Yeah,
he's been looking.
Instagram is the new Tinder, I'm
It
pretty
is,
sure.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get into some of the questions that I have for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Juicy.
So basically, you're the it girl, like you
You're
know that. Yeah.
hilarious.
No,
Go on.
but, no, but you are like
No, I'm
you.
not,
No,
dude.
but like from an outside perspective, Shauna Lindsay is this absolutely beautiful creature. I'm not even going to call you a girl because you're just like so beautiful. And then you have this lovely personality. You have these amazing holidays, which we are going to talk about
Oh, yeah.
because everyone wants to know about that, I'm sure. And then like, do you see yourself that way? Do you see yourself as the it girl? And be honest, like.
No, I don't see myself as the it girl. I mean, I'm very proud of like the person I am.
Okay, good.
I take a lot of pride in my spirit and my soul, you
Yeah.
best believe. But like in terms of like, I don't know, like I wouldn't say I'm a beautiful creature at all, man.
Of course. No, it's hard for you to see
Yeah.
what others see. But like, I'm glad that you're like proud of who you are and stuff.
Yeah, but like as well, obviously Instagram portrays that like perfect, and I could see, but like it's just you show
Yeah.
the best bits, don't you?
You
Like,
do, yeah.
My
You do.
life is pretty fucked at times. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Like everyone else. But
Like there was one story you put up, I'd say it was around 2 years ago, right? And I was going through a bit of like shit at the time.
Okay.
And you put up this story about anxiety and about how, no, but like you shocked me, the fact that you had said it, about how like
yeah, I got like 500 messages from people. About
you
that.
were like talking about, okay, first of all, we'll talk about CBT in a second because I
Yeah.
think that is separate, but the anxiety that you'd have on a bus,
Oh, babes.
like
believe me.
is someone going to blow it up? Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Dude.
will
no,
you please just
fucked
give
up.
me an example of how far that anxiety can go
Yeah.
and how it,
Do you know, it's so funny
irrational.
because now I can laugh at it, but like at the time,
yeah,
it's not even a bit funny. Like it is genuine fear, like sweating, crying,
Yeah.
shaking.
yeah,
I think it was because I watched the news. Like I do not watch the news
good.
at all. I really don't, because at the time, you know, there was a lot of bombings, and there still is. But that definitely, I think, played a big part in why I got that sort of anxiety. I remember being in a cinema and two guys walked up and one had a hood up. And I literally just like melted into my seat, and like I was there with a boyfriend, and I was just like, I have to leave.
Really?
Like he's gonna shoot me. Like I fully believed this.
No,
This
I
was
get you.
happening. There was no other way. And then yeah, I was in Barcelona on a hop on, hop off bus.
Yeah.
We hopped on. Let me tell you, honey, the next stop I was off the fucking thing. I was
Really?
like, nope. Like you just get this thought, and it just like your whole self just focuses on it, and there is no other outlet. Like
Yeah.
that's happening. Your brain has decided
Yeah.
this is how you're gonna die, and it's
you-
right now.
And you do think that that's from watching the news and hearing
I think
stories?
so, yeah, because that would be weird. Like I don't know where else that would come from. So I
no, I get
definitely
you.
think. But dude, it was the most terrifying
Yeah.
thing.
And then one time you went to the emergency room.
Oh yeah.
You were having a heart
So another thing, like yeah, I as well at nighttime, I don't know why. Like during the day, I was fine. I was a bit out of breath. I was actually like in the studio with Brezzy, I remember, and he was saying to me, he was like, "You're like, I couldn't really sing properly because I couldn't breathe. Like I was like I just wasn't breathing right." And he was like, "I think you have anxiety," and he like, gave me a number of the CBT girl, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at nighttime, I would focus then on my breathing because I was like, I'm not really breathing right, am I? And so I'd be focusing on my breathing, which would then have me focusing on my heart rate, which would then make me breathe fucking faster, which would make my heart rate accelerate. So I was like in a panic. And then I'd literally go to bed crying every night, being like, you're not waking up. And I genuinely believed that. I was like, well, this is your last night. And I'd be like going through everything I was grateful for. And I was like, I'm dead. Like, this is it. Yeah. So that happened one time. I was actually in Limerick. Yeah. And with my ex-boyfriend, God help this man, like, Jesus Christ, no wonder we're done. Fucking hell. But like, he had to deal with all this, and I was just having like one of those episodes, and I remember I was in bed, same thing, my heart was just going 90, and I fully, like, this was the day I was like, no, I am literally having a heart attack. My heart was like fucking pounding, and I was like, what the hell? I said, this isn't right. So got in the car, I went to NS hospital, I'm pretty sure. Don't know why that one, but we did. And yeah, they like strapped me up to the machine and everything. And like, I fully was like, this is me on the way out, like, you know. And your one came back in and she was like, yeah, you've an irregular heartbeat at the minute, but you're absolutely fine. Okay. And I was like, okay. And she was like, yeah, I just think it's maybe a bit of anxiety. And I was just like, okay.
And at that stage, did you accept that it was anxiety?
No, I nearly wanted it, like, I don't know, like, it's not, anxiety is something you can't see, do you know what I mean? Or like, you can't it's all in your head. Yeah, so it's like, I nearly wanted it to be actually something, so I could have a fucking answer. I just slapped the table. This man is gonna hit me.
He's gonna kill you.
Sorry. Don't touch the table. Rule number 1, big slap. Sorry. But yeah, like, I nearly wanted it to be something, so it could be like something of like inform. I don't know if that makes sense.
And okay, so let me just like hash that out a bit. So like, did you feel like you wanted it to be something so you could take a tablet and just fix it?
Yes.
And then it would be fine, and then you'd be able to breathe properly.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So at what stage then did you kind of accept that it was anxiety?
Like, I accepted it straight away, but I wanted it to be something I could obviously just fix. But then obviously I went to CBT because I was like, I need to fix this, because you just feel like you're losing your mind.
Can we explain what CBT is?
CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy, and it's the best fucking thing ever, really let me tell you. So yeah, Brezzy literally gave me out the number of this girl in Dublin, and I went to her, and like, I was in therapy before for like depression years beforehand, briefly. And you know, when you like first go into like these things, you come out the first time, you're like, well, that's a fucking waste of my time and my money. Why the fuck did I do that? That is like your reaction, like the first time. Like, you have to give these things time, you know?
Of course.
So yeah, CBT. But the first session, I actually was just like so relieved. Like, your one just totally made me feel normal, because I did not feel normal. Like, I was like, this girl has lost her fucking marbles. Like, this isn't right. Yeah. And then I'm sitting down and I'm telling this therapist, thinking, she is going to think I am bloody mad. Here I am telling her, oh, I'm going to be blown up. I'm going to be shot. And she's like, just making me feel normal. She's like, you need to understand, like, your body is doing that to protect you. So like, you feel fear, because I would think like I'm going mad, but she's like, you just need to understand your body's just trying to protect itself, and that's a good thing. And I'm like, that is a good thing. It is a good thing. My body is sound. Thanks, man. Body. Yeah. So she really just made me see clearly. And then like, obviously you do exercises. You have a notebook. Is there any
particular exercise that you found helped?
I mean, she just had me notebook everything, and like, she really just talked me through it. Then the next time I go back and I'd have it down, like what kind of made me upset or had me anxious, and then she just run through it with me. Like, she was an amazing therapist. Really? Like, she helped me like 100,000,000%. Okay. Yeah.
And like, I suppose the journaling, is that journaling basically? Yeah. Writing it down. Were you actually good at that? Like, I know that if someone told me to do that, I'd be like, definitely, but I go home and I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no, it was kind of at the end of the week, I would forget, like, you forget, but then at the end of the week, I'd be like, what had me triggered this week, and try and remember. But like, I think mine was very frightening, so I kind of did remember. Of course, like the cinema thing, I remember going to her with that, and she put it up on the board. And again, she was like, okay, so why did you feel like this? And, you know, again, that's your body just trying to get, it's like, what is it? Fight or flight? Fight or flight. She was like, this is fight or flight. And I'm like, okay, that's good.
So when you saw that up on the board,
Yeah, she
So,
just
like,
made me feel like that's a
it
thought.
came out of your
Hun,
head.
that can just drift on through.
And it was, okay.
But I just like made that reality, which is wrong.
No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Yeah.
Like she was saying, it is your body.
Yeah.
And it's about managing that. And I think I did CBT as well. And I feel like for me, it was when I was sick and when I was getting symptoms and like that, I thought I was having a heart attack and stuff. Like, and like I was always going out to the regional. I was like, listen, lads, I'm done. And they're like,
really?
will you go away? Like,
Oh
I swear
my
to God,
God.
like they know me by name out there now.
Yeah.
Because I went out so many times and my symptoms were quite severe. But after I did the CBT, I found that for me anyway, when you get a thought into your head, you have to recognize the thought, and then you have to, in order to calm yourself, you have to actually take the thought and actually say, okay, rationalize. Sophie, is this an actual thing or isn't it? And then even though you can bring yourself back to like calm, you still have those after effects and the feelings and kind of the heart rate and stuff like that. But I think that's, for me, that was the biggest lesson I got from CBT, like, you know. Yeah,
and it was like, rationalizing. She'd always say to me, she's like, what are the chances of this happening? Like, realistically. And then she would literally give me like 1,000 other things that would happen before this ever happening. And she was like, you're just zooming in on this one thing. But she's like, look at all these other good things that could actually happen more than this good. And I was like, all right,
And so, I suppose, coming out of your anxiety and the CBT and stuff like that, is there still, I suppose, days that you have or episodes that you have, or have you really learned how to manage
do you know what? I honestly haven't experienced anxiety, and that's not to say it won't come back.
Of course.
But yeah, I don't know, like I'm kind of into yoga now and things.
Amazing,
did you see?
It?
Yeah, I love it. And I just think I'm a Pisces anyway. I like being alone, and I am selfcare.com. Like I just love being alone, having a bath. I've always kind of been that way, and I think that's kind of just maybe keeping me at ease. But if anything was to spur up again, honestly, I'm the type of person, like if I notice anything on my skin, something around me, I go doctor. If I noticed me being sad, I'd go to the therapist. Same with anxiety. If I had a flare up or anything like that, I would just go back to her immediately.
I meet your mom all the time, and your mom's always telling me about how much music that you're doing in the background, and like you're with Brezzy and you're in the studio. And like,
I mean, well, we were working together, and then he had his album coming out, and then he's touring, so it's just like finding the time. Really, that is it. I just want to have, like, even an album, I just want a song. Like, my mom and dad are so big into music, always have been. My sister was in a rock band. She's fucking epic. My sister is such a good singer.
Can we talk about your sister? Because this
but wait. Oh yeah. So all I want is to have one song, like just for them to be like, because my dad would have loved, like, he's fucking class. Like, he's like Frank Sinatra sounding beautiful ass shit.
Right.
And like he would have loved the opportunity, I'm sure, to be able to go into a studio and like do all that stuff.
Yeah.
So like when I said that to them, they were just like mind blown that this was even happening.
Yeah.
So like all I want is to have one damn song, just to have my own, you know what I mean, like something that I can just be like, I did that, like was me.
I've heard your singing, and you're so amazing at it. Thank you. So like maybe just like put up some more videos of singing.
No, I definitely am.
Please
I'm definitely am,
because it's like music.
I got a new house. The kitchen has great acoustics.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna fire up a cover in the next few weeks for you, hun.
Yeah, no, do.
I will, I promise.
Do a fur coat no knickers song.
Which?
A fur coat no knickers song.
Oh, I will. Yeah, I will.
Yeah. So
I'll do your theme song.
Yeah, no, oh my God, do. And I'll have it as my intro. So that would be amazing.
No, for real.
Yeah, no, really. I know why you're laughing. Okay, yeah, let's talk about your sister.
Okay.
Because Shauna like comes on her story, she's like, hey guys, just heading to LA for 2-3 months, living your best life, right? But obviously you do have family over there.
Yeah.
And I suppose just give me a bit about that, like.
Yeah, my sister, she is amazing. She's a graphic designer. She went to LA like, I don't know now, like over 10 years probably. Like I said to you earlier on, like no junior cert, no leaving cert, no nothing. She like started doing templates of like designs of like t-shirts and badges on MySpace years ago. And a movie director seen it, wanted her to do the merchandise of a movie, brought her over, half the story could be bollocks now. I actually,
but
these are rusty facts.
Yeah.
But she moved over then to LA, and yeah, it wasn't obviously easy at the start, but like she just found her feet and like is doing amazing, like, and has 2 kids now.
Yeah, no.
With her wife and
with her wife.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 2 boys, and they're such little shitheads. I fucking love them.
Yeah, no, they're so cute.
Yeah.
You never show their faces though, and
she'll
I like
bloody
that.
kill me though.
But I like that.
I wish I could. They're the
there.
cutest. I'm like, I want to show them off, but she's like, don't you put a picture of my child? And I'm like, okay.
Okay. And like, so are you going to be going over there every year?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Would you move over there?
I would move there in a heartbeat, but like, I just think, firstly, I don't drive, so I'd be fucked from the get-go.
Yeah.
I think you need to have, I don't know, it's an expensive city.
Yeah.
And then like visas and things, I'm not sure. Like in a dream world, I'd love to live there. I love the lifestyle there. I love that it's so laid back.
Yeah.
I love that it's close to the beach, but there's also city vibes. Like, it's amazing. Yeah. It's my favorite place.
And you have
really
like good friends over there. Sean Mulholland. I'm best friends with his sister.
Oh, you were? Yeah,
Anna.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I saw the 2 of you like going out and like doing all those. So there's a nice little community that you have over there.
Yeah, my friend Shelby is actually flying over here on the 4th of December. She just booked her flights. She's never been to Ireland. She's coming for like 2 weeks. I'm gonna fuck her up. That's what I'm gonna do.
You will, like.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. But
yeah,
no, LA, will always be somewhere special to me. We'll go over every summer. Obviously, you need to see the kids growing up, and seeing them grow up is mad.
I'd say so, because there's such a long space between the time.
My sister just sent me a video of Oren talking today, and I was like, okay, the last time he was like Sana, and then he like just properly had a sentence. I was like, okay, that man, is so little man.
Cute. Yeah. What age are they again?
Finn is 6 and Oren is 2.
Oh my god,
3.
That's so cute.
I'm not bad at. I don't know.
I don't know. Fab. Okay. Okay. So I just want to quickly touch on industry, right?
Yes.
Influencer industry. Do you like being called an influencer?
I don't really care. Yeah, I call myself an influencer. I mean, it's the official terminology.
You do influence people, let's be fair.
Oh, I don't know. Thank you.
But like, I suppose with the industry, right? Like, I suppose there's, what are those regulations that came in?
NSAI.
Yeah.
Is it?
So, I don't know. But I suppose, like, you know, there's like sponsored posts, there's like gifted collab, like what?
Yeah, I don't know, like, what is correct?
Know?
Yeah, basically, I don't know, if like I'm doing a paid collaboration with a brand, I'll put SP on it, but I know there's like confusion and stuff, but like the confusion is also there on my side, but thankfully that's why you have management and things for people to tell you, because like I actually wouldn't even have
Do you have a manager?
Yeah, I'm with Andrea Roach.
Okay. So she manages everything that comes through for you.
Yeah.
People that are influencers get so much shit thrown at them, like the shite bloggers say stuff like fuck off, lads.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I know.
Like, do you know what I mean? Seriously, like, it's just bullshit.
But
like,
it's sad to think people like spend their time doing that. Like, I understand if you're getting angry at people, but like, why are you letting that like build up inside you to the point you're gonna make a page? Like, I get it, you want to preach. I get it, you want to preach the word, but like, it disturbs me that individual is like sick as far as I'm concerned. Like, you're not well.
You're like literally sitting
but
there.
You're like putting your whole life, your whole time into this
and
angry act. Like, it's hateful. I don't know, bro. I don't like it.
But I don't like it either. Like, I followed the page because one of my friend's businesses were up there, and she was like, would you just like go on and see what it says, because they had blocked her.
Okay.
And I actually did follow it for about 3 or 4 days.
They put her up on the page and then blocked her?
Yeah, they blocked her.
That is the meanest shit ever.
Fucked up, like.
What?
So she was like, just go on and see if there's anything more said. So I went on and I followed them, and I watched it for about 4 or 5 days, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I hate bitchiness, I hate all that stuff, but for the first time ever I was actually getting into it, and I was like, oh my god, it's so juicy. And then I was like, this is disgusting.
It reels people in because it is drama and gossip, but like, that is what people do like that. Do you know what I mean? People like to see that.
But I think when people have businesses and when they're tearing people's businesses down,
it's their livelihood, dude.
And like they talked a lot about some businesses putting their name to like I suppose, products that they didn't necessarily manufacture and whatever, so they're just branding them. They're
but isn't that business?
That's what everyone fucking does.
Like, yeah,
you know, so they're like calling people out.
Yeah, I know.
That,
it's silly. I think it's just because
know?
Ireland's a small country. Like, that is it. Like, this happens all over the world. Like, that is literally what businesses do. They import things from all over the place and stick a label on them. Yeah. That's what's done. Yeah. Influencers have a bad rep anyway.
They do, don't they?
They don't like to see them do too well, I don't think. But
and do you enjoy it?
Yeah. Like, I do. Like, it's very...
It's fucking great. Like,
it is great, you know? And, like, I do love to travel. And thankfully, I can, you know, make a living and do travel. I can travel. Yeah. And, yeah, I wouldn't, like, work with anyone either that, you know, I didn't actually like. Like, I wouldn't promote a product that I wouldn't use. Which I know people are iffy about as well. They're like, oh, they just promote anything. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't, but thankfully I have been able to just make a living on doing collaborations with brands that I love, and then travel and like see my freaking nephews for 3 months. You know, it's amazing. Yeah.
And like, I suppose, you know, so I suppose when I said the question about peaking, that kind of sounded a bit, I don't know, but I mean as in, like, do you feel like there's a certain time period that is passing, or do you feel like you're growing up with the industry and it's like, do you know what I mean? So
what
like,
do you mean?
Okay, so brands like Pretty Little Thing, right? Like, you know, they're a certain age group. Sure. Let's say when you were 35. Do you know what I mean? You might not necessarily go back to Pretty Little Thing. So do you feel like as you're growing up, you're getting different brands to suit what stage you are in your life? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, for me right now, I think my brands have been the same for quite some time, but like I do think when you get older, like I see the older influencers working with like Littlewoods or what have you, but I have been like, Pretty Little Thing is my jam.
It is your jam.
Repping them all today.
No, like, Pretty Little Thing, you are Pretty
I
Little
know
Thing.
everyone says that to me. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I just love that stuff, man. It's epic.
But I think like eventually maybe like, you know, when you, I suppose, cross into a different phase in your life or a different season in your life, you know, will the brands follow you, and do you think that that's just going to be your lifestyle now? Like, it's going to be
I don't know,
relevant for your life? Do you know
I've no idea.
Sorry, that's probably a really great question.
I'm like, I have no idea what you're asking me.
Yeah. No, but you know, like, it's kind of like, is your moment now, or is your brand just going to continue on with?
Oh, I have no clue.
Yeah. Okay, well, I love that you have no clue, because I'd be shitting myself.
I have no idea.
Amazing. Like.
Thank you.
So is there anything that you want to ask me?
Oh my god,
I
really?
know. Yeah. Well, no, if you just want to ask me anything now, I'm worried about it.
What?
You definitely don't ask me.
What will I ask you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, that's fine.
You've got me on the spot here.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Can I cough?
Yeah, cough away. Do you want to do one more? You don't have to like just hold in the cough just because, you know.
Oh no, I got that.
You got it
that
out.
was a full phlegm ball out. Yeah. Thank you though.
No, you're fine.
Do you want to do another one?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Oh god. Okay, so are you going to stay in Dublin forever? You ever going to come home to Limerick?
I am going to stay in Dublin for like another year. I could see myself like moving somewhere. Okay. But obviously I just got a new place in Dublin. But yeah, I do like Dublin. I think if I ever left, I'd always come back. Do you know that kind of way? Yeah. And especially back to Limerick. Yeah. Back to the mother. But like, I don't know. I'm very much like an escapist. I am a true and true Pisces. Like, you better believe it. Really? And I just love to get away. And I don't like being in the
boxed
same.
Into something.
Yeah. So I could definitely see myself moving.
Do you find when you're away, do you become not another person, but you become a person that doesn't give a shit? Like, you can be truly your weird little self. I don't know what it is. I just love being outside of Ireland. Like, I love Ireland, but when I leave, I just feel so much at ease, and it doesn't matter where I'm going. That sounds bloody awful. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I love Ireland. Like, but then I'll come home and then I love Ireland. Do you know what I mean? But I just get in a bit of a slump from being here too long or something.
Do you ever
that I just love to bounce.
Is it like, okay, your little celebrity status?
No,
but no. But I'm saying, like,
you mad
if you were having a bad day, right, and you feel like shit, and you're walking down to the shop, like, are you like, I fucking hope no one sees me now? Like, do you put your hood up, or like, do you know what I mean? Is there a part of that where you feel like you're continuously
no
on show?
No,
or anything?
not at all. No, not at all.
Are you just being
I just
like,
love to
now?
leave.
Yeah.
Like, I just love being on a plane. I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell is wrong with me. I just love
Do you
traveling.
ever feel like there's going to be a bomb on the plane?
Do you know what? One time, yeah. But like, isn't that weird?
I shit myself.
I actually don't.
Okay.
And you think I would, but I actually don't at all.
No.
I just love being on a fucking plane, knowing I'm going somewhere.
Really?
Mad. Even like to London, I don't even care where it is.
Yeah.
I just love getting on a plane and be like, fuck yeah,
Okay.
leaving. Ooh, ooh. Like, I love it. I don't know what it is.
And come here, how did you get first class going to Dubai, hon?
I paid.
Okay,
The
grand. No, I was
fuck?
just wondering. I was like, fuck, say she has everything.
Oh no. I was like, when the fuck else am I going to be
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to afford this? I was like, can I scavenge together a couple
Yeah.
fucking €100? And I was just like, do you know what? Fuck it. I'll just do it.
Yeah.
And I did it. And it
Was
was
it amazing?
amazing.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you know, obviously you're going to Thailand. So you have to
Yeah.
fly to Dubai and then Dubai to Thailand. So for the first half of my trip, it was first class. And then I was back with the lads saying in economy.
Yeah.
And I was like, for fuck's sake. Should have done this the other way around.
Yeah.
But it was amazing.
And would you ever like chance your arm if you were going away again and just being like, hey, look, I'm Shauna Lindsay,
Oh my
and-
gosh. Well,
like, fucking put yourself out there, you know?
you know, if I was ever doing that, I'd say it to my agent. Be like, do you do any work with Emirates? And like, could you maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, it is a advertising platform for them.
100%.
But
100%.
yeah, I mean,
Do you know, you make me want to travel in first class now.
oh,
Hashtag influenced by
no,
you,
dude,
girl.
it was insane. It
Yeah.
was literally, I couldn't. It's a different world. I'd love to, like, it's my mom's birthday soon, and I actually got points from
Oh, wow.
going first
Okay.
class, so I actually have a first class ticket basically.
Okay, so
so
it's
I'm
like
like,
a-
I'm gonna send my mom to LA maybe first class if they do that.
Yeah.
Because it's just a fucking experience,
I'd
like,
say so,
honestly.
yeah.
Like,
They, like, hand on foot,
probs
like-
never get to do it again, so I'm happy I did it, but it was
No,
amazing.
You definitely will. Okay, so is there anything else that you want to talk about? Or are you good?
I think I'm good.
We're actually playing footsie there and I get really awkward. So, but I swear to God, I'm such a weirdo.
Really?
Oh my God, personal space. If somebody
Are you
comes-
serious?
Get the fuck
Are you
away
like
from
not
me.
affectionate then?
Hon, no.
No
absolutely not.
way.
No, I either have to be drunk or they have to be drunk so they don't
Babe,
remember. Isn't that so
get
fucked up?
out of
Yeah.
here.
Okay, and we're going to
I'm
on that now.
I'm such a touchy bitch.
Are you?
Yeah.
Really?
Be affectionate.
No. Like,
Ah.
as in, yeah, get your foot away from me.
I'm sorry. Just love me.
No. Okay, well, thank you for coming
Thanks
on
for
today.
having me.
Yeah,
that
you're
was
fab.
fun.
It was
There was
fun.
no need to shit ourselves.
I know, yeah.
Oh,
No, it's good.
great.
Okay, we'll just drink our Coke now because you know.
Oh yeah.